we are living in some very interesting times, ladies and gentlemen. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how a premium luxury company, right? A car brand, not just any company, even Lotus Cars, as you see here, how they are doing their TikTok marketing in an unhinged way. It's probably one of the wildest TikTok stories that I've come across in the past few months. So I just absolutely have to share it with you guys. And hopefully we can learn some things that we can apply to our businesses. You know, if Lotus Cars is out here doing some of these things that I'm going to show you, then there's no reason why we shouldn't be doing these things. So I actually found a really genius thread here on Twitter that I'm going to be reading for you so that we can actually just get a nice little breakdown. I'll be linking the thread in the description so you guys can go follow Tommy Clark. This guy's pretty cool. And I should probably follow him. Okay, I followed him. Anyways, let's read on. Lotus Cars has the most unhinged TikTok account I've ever seen, but it's actually genius marketing. Here's a breakdown of how they've used meme culture to generate millions of free views every week. Lotus Cars is a prestigious British automotive brand founded in 1948, but their approach to social media is the direct opposite of most traditional luxury brands. Rather than opt for high production promotional videos, their TikTok leans heavy into memes and unhinged humor. Here's an example. So I actually showed you this video on one of my clips from a little bit ago. You know, sometimes I like to commentate on some really interesting TikToks that I see out there. And one of them was from Lotus. I've actually been keeping an eye out on the Lotus TikTok account for a few months now. But this one, for example, this little meme has 8.5 million views organically. So this works. Now, the strategy is more than just make funny video go viral, though. 3 things that stand out to me that you should apply to your own brand. To get people to care about your brand, you have to get attention first. That is a fact. And the best way to get attention, make your content feel native. Lean into the culture of the platform. It should be something that TikTok users mindlessly scrolling their For You page want to stop and consume anyway, independent of your product. Lotus uses current events, trending sounds, trending edit templates, and more to hack attention on TikTok. Some videos don't even have the product, the car, in it at all, like this one. Yeah, this one I saw as well quite recently, and I was a little bit shocked by because it doesn't even have the car in it, but it worked. Another example, there was this couple-week period where the clips from Zoolander were being used as trending meme template. Lotus hopped on it hard and generated an easy 15 million plus views in the process. Low production lift, low risk, high reward. Yep, I saw those as well. That was actually the first time I saw the TikTok of Lotus's TikTok popping off on my For You page. Let's read this and then I'll give you some of my opinions on it, because obviously, yeah, these are a lot of views, right? But is this worth it for a brand? Will these views convert into sales? I'll give you my opinion just shortly. It also is worth noting the stark contrast between the aesthetic on TikTok and Instagram. Most brands just copy-paste TikToks to Reels or vice versa. This can work, but Lotus uses their IG to project that traditional luxury image that we associate with brands like that. So on Instagram, they are keeping the brand like very high quality. The Lotus TikTok admin breaks the fourth wall. Meet Kai, the Lotus TikTok admin. In his first month of posting, he built Lotus following from 0 to 300K, and it's now over 2 mil, and he's become a front-facing creator for the brand, posting content like this from the brand page. Self-aware SMM trope can be cringy sometimes. Not every SMM has the skill set of a front-facing creator. Oh, social media manager, I think that's what that means. But Kai at Lotus executes it to perfection, and the audience plays along. Bro treats the company account like his own personal account. That's some things that people are saying. When done right, the strategy creates a story for the audience to follow, and they build a relationship with the social media manager. Now, this is a bit higher risk because a Kai leaving can derail Lotus' entire social strategy, but the upside is massive if you can get it right, like Lotus did. 3. Using safe controversy to get attention in TikTok comments. Controversy gets attention, but it also has a huge downside. The key is to create controversy around a topic with no real risk. So Lotus starts TikTok beef with other car brands like BMW in their comments to give their audience a story and controversy to latch onto. But is it really risky for the brand? Not at all. And now the competition's comment section is hijacked by Lotus fans. Lotus on their way. I'm scared to say anything in the comment section after Lotus got banned, but this car ain't that bad, not gonna lie. Lotus typing. All of this comes back to the fundamentals behind many of the most successful social presences. Get relevant attention somehow, even if it's a bit unhinged. Then shoehorn your product into the content once you already have interest. This TikTok comment sums it up perfectly. These are so confusing. Most companies post their cars to make people buy, but Lotus makes people happy. That said, just because Lotus has been successful with this approach doesn't mean every brand should just rush to copy it. There's also a dark side to this attention at all costs approach, and the loose approvals plus raw talent that gets brands this virality can be their downfall. Lotus has gone unscathed so far, but a handful of their videos have gotten dangerously close to their third rail, and that safe controversy can become a brand hazard real quick. As a brand, you need to assess risk tolerance and decide what type of viewership is worth it. My best advice here is to take the aspect of Lotus TikTok strategy that are truly genius and apply them in a way that aligns with your brand values. There's no right answer for everyone here, and the best marketers can assess where that line is for their brand. But I know for me, Lotus wasn't on my radar as a car brand just a few months ago, and now I can't escape them on my For You page, so clearly something's working. Okay, so that was a bit of a long thread. Thank you for listening. If it's really loud, it's because it's literally raining right now out here in Cancun, but perfect for me to make a video, right? So this is all perfect timing. Now, here's my opinion on this, right? So Lotus car brand, it's a $2.3 billion brand. So it's nothing short of a massive business, right? But one thing he said that is completely true, and I can relate to this, is I wasn't aware of the Lotus brand almost at all until I started to see their TikToks. So whether or not this strategy works is not really a good question, because it obviously works in terms of brand awareness. Now, what is interesting to note is whether or not it's going to devalue the brand and it's going to make it appear less premium just because of this. But I truly don't believe that's the case, especially after you see that Kai, the social media manager here, is mixing in some really nice shots of the cars. So you can see that, the car itself, the product, right? Because the car here is the product. The product is really good. It seems very luxurious. It seems very well crafted and made. And that's what matters ultimately. So now it's just about getting attention to that car. So personally, I think what they're doing on TikTok is genius. And I'm sure in terms of what they're paying this guy, let's say they're paying this guy $20K a month, $30K a month. That's nothing compared to the effect that this is going to have on the brand in terms of conversions. I know that these won't directly lead to conversions, but think about it. Let's say they get 100 million views in a month. That's 100 million kids that are probably going to show their parents something related to this, right? And even though not everyone's going to be able to afford a car like this, even if, let's say 10 parents buy a Lotus because their kid showed them a video and then they got interested in the product, right? And then they just fell in love with it for some reason. Even if just 10 people do that, that's like over $1 million or so. I'm actually not exactly sure how much these cost, but let's just say 500K. That's 500K in revenue from, paying somebody like 30K a month. That's really worth it. So that's a really good return on investment. And I doubt that the people that are buying Lotus cars that don't go on TikTok would care that this is going on TikTok. They probably don't even know. So this is just a really genius strategy in my opinion, and I really love to see it. It's really fun. It's very inspiring for me. I feel like this is definitely my kind of vibe, even though I don't do a lot of memes and stuff like that. I love memes, and I do post memes here and there. So maybe I'll start doing more of it. Let me know what you guys think, though. I'm always excited to share with you some of the latest findings that I see out there. I'm always studying this sort of stuff. Again, if you want to work with me in some way, you can do it through my agency, Akemi. We work with 7- and 8-figure Shopify brands. We don't do this sort of organic marketing, even though we do advise on it. Obviously, I compartmentalize all these things that I show you and apply them to our clients, but we mainly do performance marketing. So TikTok ads, Meta ads, Google ads. And for a brand like Lotus, if you pair some TikTok ads or even Meta ads targeting the people that came through from TikTok, that would be extremely powerful, or even through Google. But yeah, with that said, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I really want to know your opinion in the comments though. What do you think about this strategy? Do you think it's dumb? Do you think this is a bad idea for Lotus? Do you think that maybe they could be doing something slightly different? I'm curious. But with that said, check out some of the links in the description. Lots of valuable resources in there. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.